You know, before we talk to Lynn, let's check on the other people. Let's check on the other people before the end of this chapter. I think we're gonna end the chapter in a few minutes. Hey, why so quiet? Ray? Oh, what's going on? Maybe he isn't there anymore? Ray? Let's try and check on him. Yeah, we actually can't talk to him like that, by the way. What happened to him, though? I don't think we can go there. It's worth a try, though. Is she still stuck? Or is she down and writing the novel? It looks like the little girl is having sweet dreams. Oh man, this sucks. Meanwhile, it looks like Mama is still in the middle of a nightmare. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, squeeze me tight enough to take my breath away. Oh my god, this dirty lady. My darling lady, let us be free, spread our wings and fly. I think I'll edit those lines out once I'm back down on the ground. Being squeezed tight enough to take one's breath away is not as much fun as I thought. I guess the novelist is getting a lesson in reality. Alright, let's head to the... back to Timsic Park, maybe? The entrance to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Take the park, the Rock of the Gods. Sorry, but could you do that somewhere else? I'm a little busy right now. I don't have time to talk. Then let me ask you this. The Rock of the Gods, or this Camilla you mentioned. Which is more important? Please answer clearly and without reserve. Camilla, of course. Camilla! The gods! Even knowing the situation, this scene still looks pretty suspicious. I don't think I can get back to the park, huh? To the playground, I mean. Super's office. Superintendent's office. Yeah, that guy is weird. The man with the pigeon. Pigeon man? He's still downstairs, huh? The old pigeon guy is still not back, eh? But you know, there's something different now about the atmosphere of this place. Anyway, whatever. I'd better follow my own leads. If I ever have to come back here again, I suppose fate will lead me here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything interesting here. Chicken kitchen. Why the hell is that stupid ass chef was outside delivering something? Delivering food? Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back at it. Let's go ahead and check on Bailey and Co. I can't make much more of this. When is that chief supposed to get here anyway? How should I know? You're the one talk to him, ain't you? Ah, I feel that feeling coming on. Shall I dance? No, don't do it. Hey, don't get me involved in this. Don't do it! All you have to do is say the word panic. Just say the word, and I'll do it! No way, I'm not gonna be responsible for that. Please, won't somebody just say the word panic to me? God damn it, Bailey. Let's go ahead and check on the prisoners. Tom is back to being like a caged animal here. Nothing much seems to have changed since I visited last. Spikey's making that horrible noise, same as ever. Yeah, I think that was repeated. Our condemned convict, Detective Judd, is still out. Oh, he's stuck? And the courier lover is stuck. That's new. My time will soon be locked away from me as well. I can't waste that. I can't waste what I have left. I'd better get going. Can we help him? I don't think we can. Can we help him? Let's try and help him. I'm gonna try and help him. If there is a way. Of course. I don't think I can. Damn, get wrecked. Maybe I can press the emergency button? No? Alright. Let's go to the mortuary. The men who were fixing the chair are gone. I bet it's because the execution has been called off. They should have cleaned up a little better before they left. But there's nothing I can do about it from here. Yeah, there's nothing interesting here, right? Yep, nothing interesting. Ah, what? That's a bad design. That's a bad design. He was stuck upstairs. They probably forgot about him. Alright, let's travel somewhere else. This line doesn't seem to be working. What? This is the first time that happened. I used to be able to go there easily, but I can't now. Man, something definitely has happened there. I assume our next step, our next thing that we're gonna do is travel there, you know, with Lynn. For what reason? I don't know. Well, the chief is still out. He's gonna sing. Do the chicken song. Looks like the chef is back. The rich sound of singing and the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. La 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 la, the last chicken of the night. La la la, cooked by me in the secret special way. For me alone. Ah, this is your dinner? The chicken kitchen will open again tomorrow to share its chicken with the world. La la la. I sure would like to try some of that chicken. think you missed the boat. Cecil, I'm sorry to say that. No chicken for you. No soup for you! Nothing there. Do you think these powers, the power of the dead, is related to the meteorites? Something tells me that it is. Trick time. Well, still nothing here. Yeah, we don't have anything to do here. Alright, let's go head back to the minister's office and talk to Detective John. Cecil, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough? Fire away. And let's start with the manipulator. Cecil told me all about it, Detective John. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister too. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Ooh, Cecil, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? Camilla's contraption. The contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right? I knew it. See, Detective John? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective John about it. Yeah, we're definitely hitting there. Definitely, 100%. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I've never even heard of that place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? Interesting. That old pigeon guy. What in the world is he? Timsik. Detective Jot, you must have heard this name before. Timsik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So, you found out about that, did you? I heard that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Len that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jod, you told me that 10 years ago. The person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. Damn, I forgot to bring some water with me. I'm definitely losing a little bit of my voice. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. How though? I mean, you did not shoot him. How could have you stolen his life? It was the meteorite that pierced into him and killed him. I was just about to shoot him. I wouldn't have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Len, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? What do you mean? The truth about 10 years ago. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters. Interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there! I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was all my fault. No, it's not. That's not it. No. Detective Jod. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn. This is stupid. I gotta be honest. Because you made him panic? You think that's why you killed him? You stole his soul? No, he deserved it. He was trying to kidnap somebody. He was trying to involve someone innocent. So, the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then, a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for that for what I've done. For what I had done. I painted picture in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. What? 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 The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, and the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jod. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name of that I know, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Cecil. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Well, good. Mr. Minister, Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And do you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted? Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Cabanela was behind all of this? What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on, Inspector Cabanela? What the hell is happening? What the hell is happening here? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. What in the world? Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. I feel like we're nearing the end, I believe. 15 chapters? That's a lot. I've been playing the game for around 20 hours, I think. Enjoying every bit of it, too. So I don't mind if this game goes on for much longer. I mean, the game is keeping things interesting, and that's a really good thing that games cannot do with the minimalistic gameplay like this, like how this game does, which it is fantastic. I'm enjoying this game. This game is great. 10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail to the coffin of my lost memory. What the? What the hell? I see myself. There you are, Commander Seth. Finally. Commander Seth? This guy is a Sith Lord? Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Don't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. What in the world? Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means. Let me have a look. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Where the hell are they? Very well. They are inside a submarine? Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. Look at this devilish look at him. Damn, what the hell is going on here? See ya, sucker. What in the world? So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Yeah, things are arranged now here. Oh, they're falling reports. Can I can go down. I definitely can go down. The hoist, move. It won't move. It seems to be stuck on something. Just like how my mind is stuck on thinking about the inspector's death. It's kind of hard to forget with him sitting right there. I can't go down, huh? I wanted to inspect the place before I actually try and talk to him. I guess we only have one thing to do here. The top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced soap. What the hell is this word? Precariously? Precariously? That's a new word for me. Precariously. It's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up here? And I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. That would be cool. Oh, I dropped this. What an oddly hard hat. I'd never be able to wear anything like that. Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it here earlier. It made a loud clunk on the floor. It must be pretty solid. Let's go ahead and check on some data here. I lost my life at a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. Is my name really Cecil? That man who was hit by a meteorite fragment in front of Detective Jod in the park 10 years ago. The man who was trying to take Lynn hostage. Is that me? A detective who was at the scene of my death. Her name's Lynn. In the park 10 years ago, she was saved by a falling meteorite, but she doesn't know that. If this manipulator exists, could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? She's Detective Jod's daughter. Her name is Camilla. Apparently, she believes her mother's death was caused by the contraption she created. Kidnapped because she was mistaken for the Justice Minister's daughter. Her current whereabouts are unknown. A friendly little Pomeranian. His name is Missile. Thinking he needs his power to protect the little lady, he chose not to be brought back to life. Damn, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Missile. Possessing a leaf, he was blown away on the wind. Lynn's neighbor, her name is Emma. Did we really discover her name? Like, I don't think we ever heard her name. In protest of her Justice Minister's husband's execution order, she moved out with her daughter. She's made up with her husband, but is apparently doomed to dangle from the chandelier tonight. Damn, that sucks. She's dangled there and only thinking about dirty thoughts. The daughter of the woman in purple, her name is Emily. With the peace restored to her family and after finally being able to call her father, she is now sleeping soundly. Maybe she is worn out by all the drama? A justice minister who sits agonizing in his stately office. 1 month ago, he was physically manipulated into ordering the death row convict's execution. Not wanting this to get out, he has since been in constant anguish. He decided to halt the execution. The head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Cabanela. He's investigating a big deal. After finding out what the manipulator really is and rushing off, he called the Justice Minister, demanding that the execution be carried out. Damn, that's definitely weird. What the hell happened to Cabanela? What does Cabanela want, though? does he really want? A man who protects the park. 10 years ago, he witnessed Lynn being saved by a fallen meteorite. Now, to protect the rocks of the gods that performed this miracle, he lobbies to stop the park from being turned into a housing site. The chef at the chicken kitchen. He appears to be in the middle of a delivery, but he's busy singing in his rich tenor voice while swinging away on the park swing. He's not at the park swing right now. He's back at the kitchen. That bio didn't update. A rock and roll who sang national secrets during a live nationwide broadcast. Thought to have been manipulated into committing his crime, he is now being held in a top-secret research facility. Same as this guy, an odd fellow who laid siege to the Metro Police Department and demanding curry and rice. Thought to have been manipulated into committing his crime, he is now being held in a top-secret research facility. A detective whose execution was called off. His name is Jod. He's Camilla's father. He feels responsible for having driven an escaped suspect to take Lynn as a hostage and meet his death 10 years ago. He feels his wife's death was his punishment. That's not how things work. One half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. When he mistook Camilla for the Justice Minister's daughter and abducted her, he accidentally hit the little doggy with his motorcycle. Damn, what an asshole. No new info about Beauty? Camilla's mother and Jod's wife. 5 years ago, she was shot and killed when the contraption Camilla made for her birthday made an impossible move. There's a good possibility the manipulator had a hand in her death. Why the hell they didn't animate her? This is where the Justice Minister's wife went when she moved out on him. After a dramatic battle, the bonds between parent and child are strengthened. The daughter is now feeling dizzy in bed, while the lady is dangling from the ceiling. The place where Camilla's mother was murdered 5 years ago. The scorch marks Detective Jod had prove that a murder machine was used in this room. The Justice Minister's office. After revealing everything, the man seemed to gain a brief sense of peace, but he is destined to tear his hair out again. Really? Destined? Was it destined? Yeah. The park a meteorite fell on 10 years ago. A man who tried to take little Lynn hostage was hit by a fragment and died. The meteorite was named Timsek, and it still lies buried near a stone monument. No, this hasn't updated, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and try and save Camilla. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? This is gonna be strange. Like, how would Camilla react to us? I mean, we are supposedly killed him, so he's not gonna react kindly to us, right? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Rewind time.